With our busy schedules and rigorous day-to-day lives, it can be increasingly difficult to pay full attention to everything we see at any given time. It's easy to miss fine details, even when they're staring at us right in the face. That's what makes brain teasers and other puzzles so difficult. We become used to only paying attention to the bare minimum, that even while trying to figure out a puzzle, we're sometimes considering the wrong clues. But before we start, please make sure to subscribe to Did You Know and hit the bell so you never miss an upload from us. Also, leave a like right now. For instance, this brain teaser has been making the rounds on Facebook lately because it's so tough. Look at this photo carefully. There is something seriously wrong with this picture of an otherwise pleasant day on a boat. Can you tell what it is? Don't worry, like most people who attempt this brain teaser, it's nearly impossible to spot what's wrong, especially if you're not familiar with boats. If you're good with details, however, there is a clue hidden in there. You might be tempted to point out that the yellow object on the side of the boat. Is that supposed to be there? Well, if that's where you're looking, unfortunately, you're wrong. Nice try, but let's try taking another look at the opposite end. If you're still stumped, try looking at the bow. Did you notice anything strange about the front of the boat? There's something there that shouldn't be, and once you see it, it's quite obvious. See the circled object attached to the front of the boat? That's actually the trailer. It's meant to be attached to cars, so boat owners can transport their boats on land. The fact is that it's still attached to the boat is bad news for the skipper. It's pretty strange how something can be overlooked so easily, especially when it's hidden in plain sight. Just take a look at this optical illusion. When an art student shared this photograph on Instagram, people immediately asked if her legs were super oily or if there is something else at play. It turns out she's a great artist. If you look closely, you'll notice her legs aren't oily at all. Instead, there's some white paint placed on them that gives her legs the appearance of a really glossy sheen. Were you fooled? When this picture was first shared online, everyone who saw it was baffled. They focused on the ladies in the front, but it's really something else that seems off. Need a hint about what's going on? Look behind them. Try to focus on the people in the background. Can you tell that they all have the exact same face? Trust that their mothers certainly didn't give birth to identical nunnuplets. You have to assume that this one is just the photoshopped work of someone clever. When European Space Agency astronaut Luca Parmitano took this photo of a series of identical sand dunes, people had no idea what they were looking at. Luca himself even compared the photo to an Escher painting because it was so hard to decipher. So what's really going on? Apparently, it just takes a different point of view to see things the correct way. If you were to flip the picture upside down, you'll spot the sand dunes rising from the ground clear as day. Your brain just wasn't sure how to compute the various shadows. When this picture of a group of 6 friends sitting on a couch was first shared to Reddit, people were dumbfounded. Take a closer look. Does it look like one of these ladies is missing something important? No, she's not missing her legs. It really just comes down to body positioning. The woman directly in the center is leaning at such an angle that it makes her legs appear as if they're part of her friend's body. Bet they didn't intend to do that. How could anyone forget the most infamous illusion of all? The dress. When one Tumblr user first shared this picture of a dress online, it sparkled a fierce debate about the colors. Was this dress gold or white, or was it black and blue? While the lighting would make it appear to be white and gold to some people, the truth is that it's a black and blue dress. Still can't believe it? Look at this website selling the actual item. Yep, that's royal blue. Now you're seeing things in a totally new light. Case closed. Are you ready for another optical illusion? When you stare at this pattern, how many black dots do you see? 1, 2, 6? Well, there are actually 12, but don't worry, most people aren't able to see them all at once. With the help of these bright red circles, it becomes much easier to see all of the 12 dots. Research suggests that the reason you likely can't see them all at the same time is because most people just don't have great peripheral vision. Those puzzles were surely pretty difficult. Did you manage to solve all of them or any of them without peeking at the solutions? If not, don't worry. There's a reason they made the list, because they're not easily solved. Brain teasers might be difficult, but they're sure loads of fun, and they keep your mind sharp. Share these puzzles with your friends below.